Next time on Dragon Ball Super, Goku Black invades from Trunks' future. Goku challenges him to battle, but Goku Black is stronger than he looks. Whis notices that Goku Black is wearing a time ring, but originally only Supreme Kais were able to use it. Goku vs. Goku Black, the path to the sealed future. Watch more English dubs only on Anime Live Reactions.
Goku Black vs. Goku is happening next week. But in the meantime, we're gonna do an in-depth analysis and breakdown on the previews for episode 50. And I'm also gonna be talking about the episode 50 details that were leaked hours before episode 49 came out, where it talks about the Whis and Beerus, they noticed something about Goku Black. So we're gonna talk about that right now. First of all, I want you to notice Goku, his body structure. He's very muscular by the neck, by the chest, everywhere. This guy is jacked. But when you go to Goku Black, he is skinny, he's lean, he's toned. It's a different body structure than it is to Goku. So one of the theories is that this is a Goku, but he is not the Goku. He's just a different version of a Goku. So I'm gonna have to explain that on a different episode. But now guys, we're gonna get into spoiler territory because it was revealed on a leak that happened hours before episode 49 that Goku Black is wearing a time ring. But more than that, on episode 50, Whis and Beerus, they notice that Goku Black is wearing a time ring, and they say that a time ring originally can only be used by the Supreme Kais. So that is very important, because then the question is, okay, so if only Supreme Kais can use the time ring, so what does that make Goku Black? Is he a Supreme Kai, or is he maybe a Makaio-shin, which could technically be considered a Supreme Kai, because they are a Supreme Kai, they're just evil. But also, Beerus and Whis, they know about the time ring, they know about that jewelry, so either they have it themselves or they've passed it along to other Supreme Kais. I mean, it's all interconnected. So let's get into the previews again. So right here, this is actually most likely taking place on the second half of the episode. If you take a look at Goku's clothing, it looks like he just came from a fight. And I'm gonna give you evidence as to why I think this is happening later in the episode. Now, this is very important. Check out the stance on Goku Black. I mean, his arms are behind him. It's almost like he's on a defensive position, where when you go to Goku, he's on the offensive. He's ready to attack. And again, look at his clothes. It looks like he just came from a battle. Now, Goku is smart, man. He's able to trick Goku Black, and Goku Black is actually surprised by this. He's like, so he's powerful, but he has limits. But what I want you to notice is how graceful he is as he's falling down. It's almost like he's doing gymnastics or something. And this really goes to show you the discipline that Goku Black has. As I mentioned before in other videos, in the opening, Goku Black has one of his arms behind his back, in the same way that the God of Destruction, Beerus, and also the way Whis always has his hand behind his back. This type of discipline that it seemed in common by the deities. So Goku Black is an expert when it comes to martial arts. He is graceful, he is very controlled. And I love this shot because it is a clear contrast to when Kaba was fighting Vegeta. And when Vegeta looked up in the sky, you saw these things coming at him, these Kai Blast. It is the exact same shot, except it's Goku versus Goku Black. So I found that interesting. Now guys, give me some theories. Let me know in the comments below, why is Bulma freaking out? And why is Little Trunks sad? What's going on? Did somebody die? Or what's going on with Little Trunks? Why do you think that he's sad? Now right here, this is interesting because it almost looks like Goku Black is about to transform, although I highly doubt it, because we just met the guy, so he is not going to transform anytime soon, assuming that it's even possible for him to transform. And I really don't know yet if he can transform, but he is definitely at the very least powering up. And as Trunks have said, Goku Black can learn from fighting, and he becomes stronger as he continues to fight. And here he is, his evil smirk. And Goku is really struggling here. Again, this is taking place on the second half of the episode. Goku Black is kicking his ass, even though Goku is in Super Saiyan form, which by the way, it's not Super Saiyan 2, or else he will have Blue Lightning. This is Super Saiyan 1. Now what's interesting about Goku Black is that he's able to generate power very, very quickly. Almost like the way Beerus does. He can generate a whole blast, a big blast very, very quickly. But Goku Black can do the same, and he's able to generate this amount of power within seconds. And Goku is taken by surprise. Although I do think this is taking place a different portion of the episode. Now this, I believe, is taking place in the beginning of the episode because Goku still hasn't transformed. And I do think that he begins fighting in base form, and then later in the episode he goes into Super Saiyan form. But right here, Goku is struggling. But what I find interesting is that right here, Goku Black is shaking. It almost looked like he was beat up, like he can't handle the power. So did Goku defeat him? Is Goku Black really not as powerful as we think? That is the question, and I do think that based on the way he was shaking and his clothing, it looks like Goku Black was taken down for a few moments, like he's struggling at some point. But so is Goku, although again, even though they showed this at the very end of the preview, my feeling is that this is taking place in the beginning of the episode. Or it could be that after Goku Black defeated Goku when Goku was in Super Saiyan 1 form. That is a potential as well. And we're gonna find out what's gonna happen next. So guys, nothing crazy happening in these previews, but next week is definitely gonna be an amazing episode. But again, what I find interesting is the fact that Whis and Beerus were talking about the time ring, and only Kaioshin, Supreme Kais, can use them. He didn't say only Kaioshins can wear them. He said originally only they can use it. So I found that very interesting, and that is as much as we know about next week's episode. Guys, let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed the episode 50 English dubs, and if you enjoyed the music that was playing while I was giving this episode, while I was talking. That is actually original music created by us. That is the Goku Black versus Future Trunks theme song. And if you're a Patreon supporter, you're gonna have access to that song already. But if you're not a Patreon supporter, you're gonna have to wait. But if you support us on Patreon, you're gonna have access to many more songs, exclusive content, early access. It's gonna be crazy, guys. In the meantime, make sure you guys watch what I've been talking about in this video, the episode 50 leak. Make sure you guys watch that video. I go a little bit more in depth as to what is happening in that leak. So make sure you guys watch that. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you guys watch my collaboration with Geekdom 101. That video has almost 400,000 views already. So you guys, make sure you guys watch that. It's a very cool collaboration where we talk about Goku Black, Zumasu, and a bunch of other things. It's a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, guys. Have a nice day.